Hey everybody, Chris here, coming to show you some more thrift store finds. Few too many snowstorms this week, so haven't been able to get to yard sales yet. It's usually around this time that yard sales will start up, but snow will not stop. So yeah, just thrift stores. So let's just get to it. Actually, show you over here. Actually, put in another shelf for stuff to get rid of that pile of stuff, even though there's still a pile of stuff over here. Then we'll start over here. I actually kind of forgot this was here. Picked up a copy of Pokemon Master Trainer, $2 I think at Goodwill, minus my 5%. As you can see back there, I have another copy, so hopefully between the two that'll be complete. Ignore that stuff. Coming here. Salvation Army, so it's $3 for this box of wires, which included I think 3 link cables, Intech, Gamester, and yep, there's the one, the best one, the Nintendo one. I think that one will go for about 20. The other two somewhere between like 8 and 15. All these wires, I guess, actually did come with a lot of the systems, memory card, kind of a mess. I'm going to get through that today. Over here, we got 4 calculators. I actually sold a couple others before I had a chance to make the video. An HP 30S, I think. That one for like 50. And another one of these, this Casio FX9 blah blah blah. Paid $2 for that one right there. I think I sold the other one for $25. Then got a TI-84. Got that for $8 yesterday, and a couple TI-83 plus. Those I think were like $5 or $6 at Savers throughout the past couple weeks. Right there, got a little Spider-Man Lego set. Paid $1.99 at Savers. That's sealed. This one doesn't go for too much. This one will be like $15-20 somewhere in there. Got back into hats this week. Usually try and look out for kind of like super unique ones, but I don't know, occasionally some like normalish ones. Like this is probably the most normalish one. This Patagonia one. This one's it's a little dirty. I'll clean it up hopefully. This one's probably going to go for the cheapest. It'll be about like 10 or $12. I only paid $1.99. I haven't really heard of any of these other ones, but looking them up, they looked like they go for an okay amount. So, Obey Propaganda. I think I saw this one actually sell for $25, that exact hat. Primitive clothing, primitive apparel. I think this will go for like $15-20. And Rip and Dip. That one I think will also go for about $15 or $20. Seeing some others that looked similar, but they were like a little too beat up. But yeah, if you're gonna look for hats, definitely like the more stylish looking ones, and then the ones that are like branded and unique. I can't remember exactly some of the hats I've sold in the past, but they're decent. I only paid $1.99 I think for the Patagonia one. I think I paid $3.99 for the other 3. So that'll bring in a little bit of money. Got a Sony, it's a rewritable disk drive. Didn't come with the AC adapter. I'm gonna have to order one of those or find one. Which actually be kind of easy. I think it's only in 10 volt or something. That will go for about 70 or 80. I've seen them in the past and I never really picked them up. So I had to try to like expand a little bit more into the electronics I usually don't buy, just to make a little bit more money. Over here, got some new VCRs. Over there is where I was keeping the ones from last video. They're already gone. So surprisingly, VCR is doing a little better. Got a couple Sony DVD VCR combos on the bottom. Those will both go for about like 90, 110. Top of that's a VCR. I'll go for about 80. Got remotes with both of them. Top of that, a couple PS2s. Paid $25 for one and I think $20 for the other. Neither came with controllers. I'm actually out of controllers, which kind of sucks. So I have to look out for those before I can get rid of them. In front of that, I'll show you that in a minute, is another PS2. It's a little different. And then an Apple Airport Express that'll go for about 30. I think I paid $8 for that. Came with a AC adapter that'll go well with a Nintendo. Next to that is 3 white Wii's. I think I might have paid $25 for each of those. I think I even paid $25 for the black one on top. I've been paying a little bit more for Wii's lately just because they've been selling. I don't have any of the ones from last video left, and I don't have any at all until now. I'm actually out of copies of Wii Sports, except for the few that I'll show you in a minute that I picked up, which you kind of need to sell Wii's at this point on Amazon. But yeah, each of those still bring about like 70 to 80. I think the black one might be like 65 because it is the newer one that doesn't. You can tell the newest ones by the fact that the word Wii on it is different orientation. Those ones don't have GameCube ports on the top. They go for a tiny bit less. Yeah, I'll show you this PS2. So it came with a component cable. I thought it was kind of weird that the colors were a little off. And then I looked at the back, and it's a lot different than the PS2s I'm used to. I'll show you. Well, I won't show you, but usually there is an expansion port here that you pop out and put in the hard drive. The power is a little bit different, so I was wondering what was up with this. At first I thought it was a dev kit, but I don't know, it looks pretty normal compared to that. And I didn't get a chance to look it up in the store because service is really bad in there. So I figured I'd take a chance on it. Worst comes to worst, it's still a PS2. Still make probably the like $60-ish I make on them. So I took a look. Looks like this is like a Japanese only model, I think, even though all of it's in English. I didn't look too hard into it, so I'm not like 100% sure. But it comes with this PC card slot instead of the expansion port. But yeah, it's just the model number, the 1500. A little blurry there, probably can't tell. But yeah, I thought that was cool. It doesn't look like it goes for too much more than... actually, I don't think it goes for any more than a normal PS2. If anything, it might go for a little bit less. Then we have some HP sealed ink. All the ones that come with photo paper, I really should stop getting. I paid $1.99 for it. It's so mixed on how much these go for. I'll probably get like somewhere between like 12 and 30. Yeah, it's just not like a super popular color, but I don't know. Sometimes it seems that the color only ones go for more than the combo with the black in it. I'm not really sure. It's kind of weird. So anyway, next to that is Express Railroad card game. It's a Mayfair game. Looks like that's like semi-rare. Not too many copies out there. Probably get about like 40 for that. Got another copy of Carcassonne. Probably like 15-20 for that. I think I paid $1.99 for both of those. Actually, Express was probably $2 at Goodwill, and I think Carcassonne was at Savers. Next to that's Brain Addicts. It's the math memory set. That'll go for about like 60, 70. Then we got Blockus Trigon. So they're printing that game again. So it doesn't go for as much as it used to. It used to be about $45, $50 game. Now it's around like 20 and 25. Then we have Maxell XL 2S 100 tapes. Usually when I sell these, they go for about like $4 each. So that's a sealed 4-pack. Probably get between like 15 and 25 for that. Then we have a sealed ESPN Grand Slam baseball. I've sold loose ones of these for about 10. I think this will go between like 25 and 50 somewhere. Then a Sony AC adapter, 5.2 volt. Any of these like kind of weird voltage ones are decent to look out for. Anyone that's not like an even number. Some of the even ones are decent to look out for, but a lot of these cords can go from like $15 to like $25. People need to replace them. I think this one was like around like 18 or 20 for most of the sold and what it was going for on Amazon. I think I paid $1 at Goodwill for that. Big screen blackjack there. That was, I think, only $1 or $2 at Savers. That'll go for like 25. Then I don't usually I don't normally pick these up. Bicycle casino slots and 20 questions. I think it must have came with something else that I sold. I probably had another big screen solitaire game, and that probably went in the past 2 weeks. But looking on Amazon, I think these do go for about $15. But I wouldn't be surprised if it sat forever, and then this probably will sit forever. Got a iPod. I think this was $8 at a local thrift store. iPod Shuffle. These usually go for like 35. I happen to have the charging cable for it, and it came with headphones, so I just need to see how long the battery lasts on that. And then Savers, $9.99 a Game Boy Advance. It's got some like decent scratches. Didn't have a battery cover, but I think I have an extra. These I think still go for about like 20 or 30. I haven't had one in a while of that color. And then here got some CD players and a cassette player. The cassette player in the middle will go for about 60, and the two CD players I think go for about 75. I mention all the time the sports Sony ones. Usually go for a decent amount, especially the white ones. The yellow ones go for like a little bit less now. And the Panasonic, I think this one is also like their sports brand. I took a chance on that. It said around like 100 when I looked it up, but I think it'd be more close to 75 on that. I have a Yahtzee Folio back there. Can ignore the pile of television games. I literally have not gone to that, and I've had it since the summer. But yeah, the Yahtzee Folio. I think I have a bunch now. Hopefully they'll sell. Usually about 30 to 35 right now for those. That was the first one that's been complete that I've gotten in a while, so that was nice. Big pile of Polaroid cameras. Got a couple 1/600s in the front. Those will both go for about like 35 to 50 somewhere. One Step that's floating around 25 right now. Green Express that's between like 15 and 20 right now. And I've had like 2 or 3 for a while. The price never went up at Christmas. I'm not really sure why. And then next to that's an Impulse, and back there's the best one. It's a Flash with the red stripe. Those usually go for like 70 right now. The past 2 I've sold I think went for that. And then here we have a couple MechWarrior Connects sets. The bottom one is sealed. The top one, the plastic was broken, but inside it's still sealed. Both things that aren't quite as popular right now, MechWarrior and Connects. I think they'll be slow sells, but the bottom one will probably go for about 75, and I think the top one could be like 30 to 50. I might just lot them together and try and get them both gone for like 75, 80. We'll see. Next, that's a little Playmobil set. This is the first Playmobil thing I found sealed, I think, ever. This is about like a $20, $25 little koala thing. Again, not as popular as like Legos, but Playmobil stuff does go for a decent amount. I've just never bothered with the loose stuff. You don't find it that often. Under that's a Zoids Barrigator. I had one of those for like 3 or 4 years. Finally sold it like a few months ago. And then finally picked up another one. Those in the MechWarrior, those were all $3.99 at Salvation Army. But yeah, the Barrigator, I think I sold it for like 25 or 30. So hopefully go a little faster on that. Next, that's some Pop figures. These are all store exclusives. I found them all at Savers. They were, I think they're only $1.99 each. We get 3 fabulous Lightning McQueen from Cars 3, which I think I just finished that yesterday. Still haven't seen Cars 2, but whatever. And on top of that is a metallic Lightning McQueen. Only a Target. That one, I had 2. One already sold for 25. I think the Fabulous Lightning McQueens will go for about 20 to 22. Definitely when you see Pop figures, like some of them are just not worth anything. But the store exclusives and like the Loot Crate exclusives, those go for like a decent amount usually, as long as it's not something like super obscure. But yeah, happy to find those. Got a couple rando Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and I think some ink cartridges at Goodwill Outlet this week. Nothing too crazy there. And then I think, oh yeah, under those two games is Cash Flow 101. I picked that up at Sabres for $5.99. Still goes for about $50. And yeah, now I think we're just on to the game. So pretty cool right on top. I paid a little bit more than I normally would for a game. This was $9.99 at Savers. We got Final Fantasy Mystic Quest in the box. It's got all the manuals. The box is like a little beat up, but you know, probably go for like 25 or 30 on that. Under there, Wii Sports. I think this actually is also Wii Fit. Check real quick. Yep, it is. So this was like $1.99 at Goodwill, I think. I have so many copies of Wii Fit and Wii Fit Plus, I don't even know what to do with them anymore. Wii Sports came inside of one of those Wiis. This was a good find. I couldn't find the video game section for the life of me at this one Savers. I'm in there every 2 weeks, but they keep shuffling everything around. But I found 3 or 4 decent games I'll show you. The other ones are all out of order. But it was just right next to the checkout in one of those like DVD, like the ones you'd have in your house. And I had like a decent amount of good games in it. I overlooked it. Right after I walked away from it, a guy reached in and just picked out a copy of Plants vs. Zombies for $3.60. Should have been like a $10 or $15 game. I don't know how I missed it. But yeah, anyway, Professor Layton and the Last Spectre. This was $3.99. This will go for I think about $30, $35. That's complete. This was a Goodwill yesterday. Con Man on Blu-ray. So that Alan Tudyk show. I've not seen it. I'm actually gonna watch this. I'll probably sell it after. But it looks like it might have been signed by him, unless somebody's just trying to forge Alan Tudyk signatures. But it looks like this goes for about $25-$30. So this was another game. Got with Professor Layton, Pokemon Battle Revolution. I think this one was $9.99. And the disc is actually like pretty scratched. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm really hoping it's gonna be okay, because that'll go for about I think 30. Scooby-Doo, Night of 100 Frights. I think I paid $1.99 at Savers for that. That'll go for about 10. And then this was pretty cool. Went into a Walmart. I think the video before, I showed you some games I bought at Walmart specifically to sell because they had a sale. All of those are gone. You know, I didn't make too much. I think after all said and done, I made like $30-$35. But I went back to see if they had more copies of those same games. I didn't bother getting Bulletstorm this time because it had already gone down quite a bit. But I did manage to find a few other ones. So I got 2 copies of Rise of the Tomb Raider for $10. These go for about $25. And then another copy on Xbox One for $10. Goes for about like $20, $22. Got Skyrim Legendary Edition. I actually bought this because I have the normal version on PS3 and I don't have the DLC. Now I do. I'll get rid of my normal version and I'll play this. I'll probably restart because everybody was mad at me in the first town. Like somebody, I don't know. If you know anything about Skyrim, that first guy that like befriends you, he just all suddenly wanted to kill me for no reason. So yeah. And then this was crazy. So Left 4 Dead 2, this was in the normal section of the store. Like across from the glass cases, they'll usually have plastic cases with games in them. It said $5.28 for these, and I was like, oh, that's a great price. I'll definitely pay that. Left 4 Dead 2 sealed goes for about like $15-$20. You know, after fees and all that, make a decent amount on all of them. And I get to the register and she starts ringing them up, and they were actually 3 for $5.28. But it didn't stop at that. It was to like buy at least 3, and it's like $5.28. So each one came to $1.76. So I ended up with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 copies of Left 4 Dead 2. Platinum hits, but that doesn't really matter. But yeah, like I said, 15, 20 bucks on those. So that was cool. Got NBA Street Volume 2. I think this was $2.99 at Savers. It's usually about like $10, $12 game. In here, got a copy of Mario and Sonic the Olympic Games. It came inside one of the Wiis. I actually had a manual for it. So, yeah, that won't sell for too much, like $6. This was another game that came with Pokemon. Wireland Shake It. This one's gone down a bit. I think that I paid $5.99. I think it only goes for about $10. This was like a $15 game around the summer, I think. And then a sealed copy of Lego City Undercover for Wii U. This was only $2.99. This will go for about $25, I believe. Picked up Just Dance 3 at Goodwill for $5 minus my 5%. I just keep accumulating Just Dance games to play, to get trophies, and to exercise a little bit. But I have no idea where my PlayStation Eye is, so yeah, I'll get to that eventually. And then some PS4 games. Uncharted Collection. This was $9.99 at Savers. I'm going to hold on to this. I'll replay these. I've only platinumed the first game. No, I platinumed the second game on PS3. I have to go back, finish up Uncharted 3. But it'll be fun to replay those. And then Uncharted 4, Descend. I actually already have this. Otherwise, I'd keep it. Also $9.99. I think this goes like a little under $20 right now. And then Salvation Army, I paid, I think, $2.99 for Elmo A to Zoo. It's about, usually sticks at 18 for a while. And I don't think I showed these in my last video, but went to Savers, a bunch of sealed games, but then looking at the back, I think I already peeled it off. There's a big sticker here. It's like, this game is pre-owned, guaranteed to work, blah, 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 underneath the shrink. So I opened them up. Just because, just to make sure that the discs actually worked. But yeah, we got Dark Void. I've heard this wasn't great. I think I played the demo. I thought it was fine. I'm going to hold on to that and play through that. I grabbed this because I didn't think I had it on PS3, and then I got home and I looked, and I do have it on PS3. The Evil Within. I'm actually playing this right now on PS4 because I got it forever ago. I just really need to finish the old games. Because the second one looks pretty cool. So, thankfully, this is about a $10 game. I paid $5 each for these. Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess. Actually, don't quite remember where I got this. I think I got a copy of Mario Kart at the same time. I want to say Savers. I want to say I got it at Savers. I think it was only $2 or $3.99. Twilight Princess on Wii's like pretty cheap, between like $5 and $10. I'm gonna hold out for 10 on that. Probably FBA it. Little Big Planet 2 Special Edition. I think this was Goodwill, maybe Savers actually. Yeah, I think I got these two together. So this was a Savers Little Big Planet 2 Special Edition, which I definitely don't have. I have the regular version. I know I kept buying the first game Special Edition, thinking I didn't have it. But now I definitely know I have 1 and 2 Special Edition with all the DLC. I actually don't think this does have all the DLC, but anyway. I'm going to hold on to this. I'm going to get rid of my regular copy. And then last, we got Dance Dance Revolution on PS3. It's actually like a $40, $50 game. I think I paid, $3.99 for this. Yeah, and that's it. Sorry I got a little rambly there at the end, but anyway. So yeah, like, subscribe, comment, share. I think next video, I think we're gonna go about every 2-ish weeks until yard sales are back, until all the snow melts. But yeah, so bye everybody.